Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Sweet cut there. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So the FIU Panthers offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's going to be brought down, a huge loss on the play.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air, it's Jenkins. Finds a tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. FIU pushing tempo. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Bearcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's... Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Jenkins. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dawson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On the run, it's Owens. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. FIU pushing tempo. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got a man, it's Caldwell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fights off a defender. Spins away from the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Finding an escape route. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dawson. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. To the air, it's Jenkins. Fires to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Owens. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Under fire. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively 1st half. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Trying to set the tone with the run. Nice move to keep running. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. It's Dawson. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. FIU set up with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Fighting off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The give to the back. Ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They want to run this quarterback. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. Made a defender. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This is a designed run.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the 1st down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Panthers want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The lone back's got it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, this offense is trying to ice. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Motion from the back. Calls his own number. Touchdown Bearcats! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
FIU will line up to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Caught close to the marker, it's Allen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He'll take it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. They just keep firing. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Gets away. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. And we know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will kick it away first. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Delaware's offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Under fire. Lets it fly. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on them, put a safety on them. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Creates a little space. Got the first down and more.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds a little space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Might as well stick with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Silver. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Blue Hens in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Got his man on the outside. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Nice move to keep running. Oh, still making moves. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guy.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Hard running there. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Snagged in the middle, it's Caldwell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're working that left side. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Just keeps slinging it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Patterson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's LeBoy. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Sorsby. Caught near the sticks, it's Allen. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Motion from the wideout. On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeper.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him this time. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. It's complete! Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Blue Hens buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got a little space. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch, it's Pryor. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off play action. Quick strike complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Oh, what a move. He's got it. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They are up by 21 over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Patterson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. The sure hands, it's Kelly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. Got a 1st down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Delaware!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pryor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. The screen. He's got wheels. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Nice move there. Powers through the defender. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Silver. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Silver. Shakes off the defender. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's LeBoy. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Silver.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down.
Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown! they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build.
Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bearcats will put toe to leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Middle Tennessee's offense will take the field first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
To the air, it's Battiato. Shoots it to the left. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Caldwell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunt. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Caldwell. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Let's see what they've got on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out.
Let's go, man. Everything's up out here, man. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. And this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside the spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee